Hello everybody, welcome back. My name is Ian Chiquino, and today I got a game for you between AT and DarkForce, our Zerg player in the top left part of the map. And on the top right part of the map, we've got WhiteRa, or I'm going to be calling him WhiteRa, just because it's, I don't know, I think it's a nicer name. But anyway, he's our blue Protoss player on the top right part of the map. And here we got it once again. WhiteRa likes to go for the, he likes to place his first pylon close to his base, and then his warp gate and a cybernetics core right next to it, and then he likes to wall off with his next two gateways at the front. So he will put his second pylon up here. I guess it's been working out for him. The only thing you really have to worry about in this situation is if you go for a 6-pull. But then the benefit of that is if they 6-pull, you're a lot closer to be able to defend your pylon from being killed. So that does have its benefits. So I don't know. Maybe WhiteRa is going to start a whole new trend where you don't wall off first with your gateways. That'd be pretty interesting. But anyway, DarkForce over here, pretty good European Zerg player for sure. Himself already starting to get gas. He's going to go down here and do some scouting. He wants to know where WhiteRa is at. Both players are doing some scouting. He's going to find him first with this Overlord. He's going to get the prize for the very first scouting information being returned back to his Overlord there, AT and DarkForce. And it looks like we've got a spawning pool going up too. Going to get some standard speedling build, looks like here for DarkForce, and both players are going to, looks like, find each other eventually. So this is a ladder game, pretty sure. Yep, pretty sure this is a ladder game. And actually, second pylon now here at the front. So wow, he's probably going to put his third pylon over there, not a second one. But the Overlord is going to scout this out. Now he doesn't see anything here at the ramp, so he may be thinking, oh, maybe he's not here. But if he knows WhiteRa's playstyle, he's going to think, oh, okay, there he is anyway. But he's probably played him on ladder quite a bit, so he's probably used to that. And Cronin boosting out some probes here from WhiteRa. Hasn't started a second gas yet. He has his cybernetics core almost done. Now, usually you would start a second gas somewhere in this time frame of the cybernetics core being placed. So kind of interested to see what WhiteRa is going to go for here. There's probably going to be a pylon there. Then he's going to do the wall off there with the next two gateways. So it's probably going to be a 3-gate opening. Warp gate's now being started. He's got a stalker on the way. So stalker going to come out and not a sentry. And this probe's going to, yeah, he's going to see it. He got intercepted and going to throw down a pylon. And going to go back up in the base and do some scouting while that pylon sits there and blocks that. Some Zerglings being sent down to take out this pylon. They're going to be on pylon kill duty. And what do we got here? He's going to have not much of anything. Hasn't started teching yet, of course. He does see the spawning pool researching metabolic boost. Has units off of gas, back on minerals. So that expansion is going to go down. Now, a lot of Zerglings are out. And WhiteRa does not have up those... there they are. There goes the gateways. And there we do have the gas a little bit later. And we've got a sentry coming out now for WhiteRa. And the expansion is down for DarkForce. So he's got a lot of workers out. He's got a second queen. He's going to go transfer that queen down here. Pretty much standard play here. You put, as soon as your second queen comes out, you lay down a creep tumor and you just walk on over to your expansion. It's really important to have these creep tumors, especially on a map like this, because your expansion is so far away from your man that you just need to connect that with creep. Otherwise, air is really going to be a pain in the butt for Zerg players. And looks like he's got that all solved out there and fixed. And we have some Overlords just kind of sneaking around the base here. One up here, one way over here in the corner. Just got them all over the place. 4 Zerglings out now with speed are going to be able to run up here. Just get a peek, but not see much of anything. And warp gates are finished. He's chrono boosting out some more probes. And it looks like he's going to get 3 warp gates. Probably going to transition into an expansion. Seems to be WhiteRa's play of choice versus Zerg players. And the PVZ, now he's going to come out here, put a pylon. He probably might put a forge here. That's a really good building to go for a block off here. You can put a forge in there, and that'll block that off completely. Then you only have to worry about this front entrance. And you can kind of wall off all the way over here against this wall. And then whenever you want to kill these rocks, you can just kill these rocks and break out. And then have a nice little safe wall there. And what is he going to place down here? He's going to place a forge. So there you have it. Even WhiteRa loves placing a forge there. So the Nexus is down. And let's see, what do we got here? Another creep tumor coming out for DarkForce. So he's loving those creep tumors. I don't blame him. Those things are awesome. They pay for themselves time and time again. Every time they come out, just, you know, drop one and then another one comes and another one comes. It's like they just keep going and keep going. And we have some roaches out now for DarkForce. And it's going to go on any type of pressure. Probably just getting these as some type of defensive mechanic until the time comes where he actually does want to attack. I don't see him attacking anytime soon. They'll probably throw up a third here pretty soon. I would expect DarkForce to throw up a third pretty soon. More than likely, he'll put it down here in this spot. This is probably the best spot for him to put a third. It's close, yet it's close for him, yet further away for WhiteRa. You always want to expand away from your opponent if you're Zerg. Unless you're insane and you like to expand close to your opponent and then like spine crawler push them with Hydras. That's always a possibility, but maybe he's going to expand even further away. He's got a drone on the way down here, and he probably is going to just go down there and take that expansion. But we do have WhiteRa just pumping out probes, Chronovis, no doubt, and any other thing going on so far. Making a robotics facility, so he's going to transition into Robo, probably going to get Colossus. Only thing I can see he really has to worry about here is he's got some unexplored spaces over here. I lost the game yesterday on ladder because I wasn't paying attention and got Nidus in my base. I even had a pylon. Like, let's say this was the base side of my pylon, like right here, and there's just the edge where it was just enough for a Nidus to sneak in, and it got in, and then I lost my main. Not something that you want to have happen, but looks like, luckily for WhiteRa, DarkForce isn't going to go for that. So he's got his third is up and going. It's about halfway finished. And he's got some good scout Zerglings around here. You can see DarkForce has a really good spread of his Zerglings. He's got one here at the expansion, one here at the entrance, and one over here just to make sure nothing's going to maybe fly in or anything like that. Some type of early warning system. And he has both of his Almaga towers, so he's got really good map control here. You can see these creep tumors pushing out in both directions. And he says a lot of drones. Hydralisk Nest almost finishes. Roach is going to have some really nice upgrades. They're going to burrow and glial reconstitution up in no time. So that first observer is out. It's going to go over there and scout, do some scouting around. Wouldn't surprise me if WhiteRa decides to push out and just pick off a couple creep tumors to slow down that expansion of creep. And we have an overseer up here at the top that's going to come in and get exploded. And that's pretty much the end of that overseer. I don't know if we saw too much. He's got two more gateways over here on the left, so let's check this out, what kind of vision he got. So yeah, he did see that. He did see these two more gateways coming. So we're going to have, what is this, a 5 gateway, 1 robo. He's getting plus 2 attack upgrades already. So doing a really good job there. And we're probably going to see him research Blink. That would be my guess later on. Just get Blink out there so you can get those stalkers moving around as easily as possible. And this observer, WhiteRa is going to notice here in a second. He just saw that drone transfer, and that's going to let him know there is an expansion down here. And he's going to push out. Yeah, he's going to take up these rocks and push out this top area. Bringing in more Blink Stalkers, or actually not Blink Stalkers, yeah, just regular old Stalkers, you know. The regular kind that can't blink. So, 1 photon cannon, excuse me, 1 photon cannon being placed. He's going to push up here at the top. Does he have his observer with him? It looks like I don't see the observer yet. There he is. He's now brought into the fray. And then we have a probe bringing a pylon up here, so he's going to put some pressure. There are a lot of roaches and some hydras, and he really needs to get those guardian shields up. Those wow, loses a couple sentries up front. That's not good for him. He's rebuilding that guardian shield. There it goes. Guardian shield is up, but wow, nice job from 18 DarkForce focusing all those sentries. Really nice play with these roaches, just taking out those sentries so fast. Hydra's now trying to get in, but pretty good use of force fields in the back, orbiting a whole nother round of stalkers, and that's going to cause DarkForce to fall back just for the time being. We do see a lot of reinforcements coming in. 13 roaches, 1 Hydralisk pushing out, and WhiteRa is continuing to push up and kill these creep tumors. He's going to make his way down here to the 3rd base and try to take out this thing as quickly as possible. Guardian Shield now going up. Queen trying to do as much damage as possible, but no roaches and no Zerglings here to be seen yet. I'm surprised he hasn't brought any Zerglings, so that would be a pretty good unit to bring in. He does have Roach Burrow, and more roaches coming from behind to flank. I don't know if this is going to be enough. Might be, and oh no, wow, we have even more stalkers coming in and then flanking the flank. And a probe is up here at the front, even getting in on some action. Doesn't have any kills yet, but he's still going in there trying to get some damage in. And there's just so many stalkers here. I don't know if DarkForce is going to be able to hold this expansion. He may have to fall back, but we have to do 18 roaches on the way. That may be enough, but he has 2 attack upgrades on those stalkers. Roaches now only with 1 attack upgrade, 1 missile attack upgrade. And DarkForce, I think, may have to just sacrifice this expansion. He's just losing so many roaches trying to defend it. Just losing roaches as they spawn out of his exit. 13 more roaches just streaming in. And it looks like, wow, it looks like WhiteRa is going to take up this expansion pretty well, and DarkForce is now going to fall back. No, he's going to keep the pressure on, and I don't know if that's such a smart idea, DarkForce. These upgrades on these stalkers are disgusting. 16 damage there versus Armored. And there we have it, the GG. So in the end, WhiteRa just pushing with a really strong 2 base, 5 warp gate play. Actually, hey, looks like he added on a couple more after that. He looks like he's probably added 1 or 2 more. These didn't really get finished. They weren't really critical in here, but it was probably like a 5. And then he added on 1 or 2 more gateways he was planning on just continuing this attack, just 2 base, really strong play. And let's see how many drones he had, probes he had. Okay, there's quite a few probes here. Pretty good saturation, yeah. But just basically sticking with the Stalker and Sentry play against that Roach Hydra. That first fight really went in favor of WhiteRa, I think. Even though DarkForce did an excellent job of just killing those sentries off, just like pushing up there, grabbing 4 or 5 roaches, and just focusing on killing those sentries, you know, removing that Guardian shield. But pretty close game there between DarkForce and WhiteRa. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I'm going to cast some more games, so check out my YouTube channel, youtube.com/EonChiquino. See you later.